Hi, my name's Tim Baker and I'm the author of the End of the Performance Review. If you're watching this video on my website, if you cast your eyes to the left-hand side of this video, you'll notice that there's a download button. You can subscribe and receive Chapter 1 free of charge of this book. So that's a great offer. If you're already sold, go to the right-hand side and click the PayPal button and you'll get your book within days, autographed by me. And if you're still not sold, perhaps I can share with you a couple of my comments about why I wrote this book. I have spoken to literally thousands of human resource managers over the past 2 years, and their concerns about the performance appraisal are profound. The concerns that I hear are such things as it's a costly exercise. The whole organisation has to down tools once or twice a year to go through this event. That's one of the great concerns. Another great concern is it can be destructive. Often HR managers are there mopping up the pieces after these appraisals. A third major concern is it's a monologue rather than a dialogue. It's normally a process where the manager tells the employee how they're going rather than entering into a two-way conversation. It's very formal, normally done in the office of the boss, and it's normally done at the beck and call of the boss, and that stifles discussion. They're too infrequent. They happen once or twice a year, which is a ridiculous length of time between the appraisals. The exercise is basically an exercise in form filling, and often a manager doesn't make eye contact with their particular charger because they're too busy filling out the paperwork. It's rarely followed up, if ever. It's usually filed away for the following year, and basically it's a stressful situation and nobody particularly likes it. So why do we do it? My suggestion is that we throw it out and start again. And my concept in this book is called the 5 Conversations Framework. The 5 Conversations Framework is essentially around 5 short, sharp conversations that the manager has with his or her direct reports once a month over a 5-month period. So basically a manager is expected to have 10 conversations over the course of the year with their direct reports. But these might sound like a lot to you, but we're talking about 10 to 15 minutes each. Short, sharp, engaged performance conversations. The first conversation is around a climate review, which essentially looks at employees' job satisfaction, the morale and communication. The second conversation looks at strengths and talents. So what are the strengths and talents of that particular employee and how can they best be utilised in their current role and future roles? The third conversation looks at opportunities for growth. The fourth conversation looks at learning and development opportunities falling out of the previous 2 conversations. And the final conversation is an innovation and continuous improvement conversation. Essentially, there are 5 benefits that the 5 Conversation Framework has over the traditional appraisal. The first benefit is that it's an ongoing dialogue between a manager and their particular staff, which is critical in performance. The second great advantage is it's open, but at the same time direct. Each conversation is centred around a particular theme, and it creates and encourages a performance conversation rather than an appraisal. The third great advantage is that it's timely because this information, because these conversations are occurring all the time, that it becomes far more current than it would be if it was done once or twice a year. The fourth advantage is it's flexible. These conversations, being 10 to 15 minutes duration, can be done any time during the day, before or after work or during work. And the final benefit is that it's a far more relaxed style and approach. And the feedback that I've got from organisations that have implemented it is that it's a great success and a huge advantage over the traditional appraisal. So I'd encourage you to check it out. So go to the right-hand side, click the button, download the book, or if you're not convinced yet, go and get your free copy of Chapter 1.